Michael. Okay. Tell the people what we're doing, Michael.
We're going to Jim Thorpe. We're gonna check out some restaurants, check out their main strip of stores, and we're gonna take a train ride through.
The Lehigh Valley.
Take a train ride through the Lehigh Valley.
Scenic train ride.
And then we're gonna check out another cool restaurant up there.
Yeah. And what's my goal?
I have no idea.
Get a lot of knitting done.
Oh.
Should we show them all what I'm going to be bringing? I'm bringing 3 projects with me, which maybe sounds ridiculous, but we have a 45-minute drive there. Hanging out all day, walking around restaurants, a 70-minute train ride, and a 45-minute train ride back. So that's at least 4 hours of knitting time. And I don't know what I'm going to want to work on.
All right.
Should we show them?
Yeah.
Okay, go grab them. Okay, we have 3 things that I'm bringing today. One, I don't think has 4 hours of work left on it, and it'll be my primary focus because this is a design inspired by the C Street cold shoulder sweater that I'm wearing now, which is available by the time you see this as a pattern. But this is a tank top version, and it's so much fun. I just need to do a few more inches on the body, and I don't think it's going to take me 4 hours. So this is project number 1. That is the most mindless. I got to bring this. Oh, I got to grab a ribbing needle. So I'll take my needle case with me also. Actually, I'll just throw it in this bag. So priority number 1. Then I also have... Michael, you want to tell them about the sweater?
I don't know what sweater it is.
Come on, you can tell them.
I can't tell them.
Here you go.
I got nothing about that. I know nothing about it. This is hand spun yarn.
Come talk to them.
I don't know anything else about it. It's hand spun yarn.
Whose yarn is it?
Couldn't tell you. I really don't know.
It's mine!
Oh. Pretty good.
Michael!
What?
It is my hand spun yarn.
But you dyed it?
No, I spun this.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was a given.
No, people buy hand spun yarn from other people.
This is news to me.
This is my hand spun yarn. I am making a DRK everyday sweater with it.
But whose yarn is it?
Mine. Whose fiber?
Yeah.
Nest Fiber Co.
That's what I was
And Malabrigo Noob. And it's a 3-ply. So this I'm just working on the yoke. So this will be priority number 2. Not because it has a deadline, mostly because I'm obsessed with it. I do have to do some slight counting on that one. Just for when my next increase row is. So maybe I'll work on this in the car. No. I'm going to prioritize that. But I have this. And then last but not least, I was like, where do you put my other bag? I have my Cloudscape sweater scarf. That is no timeline. I shouldn't say no timeline. A Christmas present. So I have many, many months to work on this. Although I'd like to get it done in the next month. But it's so pretty. And this is in my Desert Bloom colorway on my buoy base. I worked on it yesterday a little bit in the movies, but if I drop something or mix something up, especially on these end ribbing stitches, in the movies, I have to just drop it and put it down. But I did a fair amount of inches. I think I have to do 1,000,000 inches, so this is like nothing. But I will have this one with me just in case I finish my other 2 sweaters or get bored or need something a little different. This might be car ride home at the end of the day. We'll see. Is 3 projects too many projects? Will I at least finish my tank and maybe the yoke of my sweater? Or am I delusional? Let me know what you think down below. And then we'll see who's right. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Something that I'm real.
What do you put on? Oh, good. Good. Show the people.
What do you mean?
Tell them about it.
Here, it's a Musselburgh.
It's a Musselburgh by Isolde Teague. Well, you want to like show them so it looks better? Yeah, look at that. Teeny weeny beanie. Everyone knows Michael loves the teeny weeny beanie.
Yep.
And what yarn is it?
Fool of a Took by
Fool of a
something Bee.
Bumblebee Acre Farms.
Yeah.
And I did not remember the colorway, so I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
I don't remember the red one.
Which
Fool
is
of a Took. Urukai. Urukai.
what?
Okay, Michael. Are you ready?
Yes. breaking into the train right now. It was a wonderful train ride. Very calming. Very scenic. Now to
we eat.
Yep.
Okay. How should we do this?
What do you mean?
Should I do a knitting update, a knitting check-in?
Yeah.
And then I'll do that probably at the end. And then I'll splice in all the things we got.
That sounds good.
Or I'll probably be talking and then splice in the B-roll into here. That probably makes the most sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're back from Jim Thorpe. Does that not make the most sense?
No, that makes the most sense.
Okay, we're back from Jim Thorpe. We're in comfy clothes immediately. You don't have any? Oh, you do have. You have only winter clothes, right? I'm in a Little Wolf Knits, Wolf Pack shirt, which is from my merch shop, my spread shirt shop. And we're just cozy. We had a great day. I'm very tired.
I was for a little bit.
I didn't have any caffeine, so that's probably why. But I got a lot of knitting done, and I want to show you where we're at. So first, I worked on my C Street tank. And why don't you tell everyone about it, Michael?
She got a lot done. Beautiful.
Do you know the colorway?
Applejacks.
Yes, it's called What We Like. It's inspired by Applejacks.
Inspired by.
And I got a lot done. I think I got 2 inches done. And now I stopped, even though I brought my ribbing needle, because Michael reminded me, because I almost forgot. I stopped because I need to try it on and decide how much more I want to make. And honestly, this is all that I have left of the yarn. So I might weigh this and stop when I have like 8 grams. I think that's all I'll need. No, maybe 10 grams to be safe, which is probably very close. So that's why I stopped. And I put this away. I worked on it most of the day, on the car ride, at lunch, and then on the train, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And then I put this down, and I thought I had brought one project, but I didn't. I was like, Michael, can you grab my tiny Casey? I didn't. I said my Monstera bag, forgetting what was in it. So then I opened this, was like, oh, wasn't what I thought. That's okay. So I actually did some knitting on my Cloudscape sweater scarf. So there's my progress keeper. I did a good amount, a few inches on this one. And I only have about 60 more inches to go. 65, maybe 65. And then the entire other sleeve. Oh man, my mom better love this. But it's so beautiful. And it's not hard, obviously, to work on. It's quite simple, but I do need to look at it because it is a slippery yarn on a large needle. I dropped one stitch while we were on the train and needed to pick it up.
Dropped one stitch and then I slapped it out of my hands on accident.
So I don't even know what happened. There was a bug in my hair.
I just watched this bug fly and then it disappeared behind Brianna's head and it didn't come out past Brianna's head. Like that bug landed in her hair.
It was like a beetle. I don't know what it was.
It was a milkweed bug.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of like a firefly.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like.
It was a milkweed bug.
So it was in my hair.
Shout out to 7th grade science.
And he was like, so he hit it and got it out of my hair and it landed on my needle. So Michael just goes, but it was like this and I had like 10 stitches left. So it totally came out and I was like, He was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But we're okay. I got everything back on the needle. I believe. We are all good to go. But that was some nice progress. And then we went to eat and I brought this and we got back in the car and like the 40 or so minute drive back, I picked up my hand spun sweater. I don't think I moved my... Did I move this? Progress keeper?
I don't think you did. I don't think you did that much.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. It was like somewhere around here. I did like that many rows. I still did a good amount. Look how pretty it is. So, got a good amount done. Very addicted. I'm in the middle of an increase round, so I think I will finish this round. Maybe this section tonight. And the tank. I do want to finish the tank. That's probably what I'll work on, those two things. Tonight. But we bought so many things.
Good amount.
So we wanted to take you through our day and show you a little bit of Jim Thorpe and a lot of bit of what we bought.
Are we showing them what we bought on here?
Yeah, we'll show them what we bought. So first,
Candles?
No, that was like
First place we went?
at the end.
I don't know where we went first.
The stuff from the olive oil place. So first we went.
Hot sauce.
It was apparently a marathon in Jim Thorpe this morning. We could have checked. We didn't. I guess I don't know how we would have like checked. Are things happening in Jim Thorpe this morning? But so we got there. We finally got parking. We ended up, originally we thought we were going to go, there's a train at 11, at 1, and at 3. And we thought we were going to make the 1 o'clock. So we'd like go eat, do the train, and then shop. That didn't happen. Okay, hold on. Just,
I was making a lot of noise.
yes, just
sorry.
hold on. That didn't happen. But I think it actually worked out better that we did things this way. So we got into town, took a really long time to find parking, finally found parking and realized historic Jim Thorpe is like 3 blocks maybe.
Yeah.
And it ends at this like train station down by the river. And then it's like 3 blocks this way. And then one like road that goes behind it that was called like Raceway or something like that. I think we have some footage of like the sign that had like, it must have been where marathons used to run. And it had some shops there. So we parked, we got out, we went into a vinyl shop.
Which is
and
cool.
looked at some vinyls, which was really cute.
Cool space. Real cool space. But it
Expensive.
wasn't like... Well, it wasn't old vinyls. It wasn't like they collected them. It was all like brand new vinyls.
It was new
brand
vinyls.
CDs.
Which some people like.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. When I go into a vinyl shop, I want it to be like... We've been
like the place
collecting
in Cliffside. That's
these.
like
Yeah.
older.
I mean, I don't know.
Then
I just
the
think
quality
most
isn't
vinyl-
always as great.
I think most vinyl shops are...
Like that.
Yeah.
Well, it was all new stuff. We were
cool.
going to grab some things, and then we were like, we're going back to the car. We don't want to leave vinyls in the hot car all day. And
I
then...
didn't think of that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, they'll get warped. So then, by the end of the day, we decided we didn't want to go back. We were pretty beat. So we didn't get anything from the vinyl shop, but then we walked up the street a little bit and went to Notch 8 Brewing Co. No, what's it called?
Notch 8. They're just like a...
Craft beer. It's called something.
It's not a brewing company. It's just like a restaurant.
Notch 8 Craft House is what it's called. It was super cute. Very like industrial.
Steampunk.
Yes,
Everything's very
steampunk.
steampunk.
Yes, very steampunk inside.
Mm-hmm.
So like a little, the bartender was like, we're kind of more urban here. Definitely did not match the like historic Victorian vibe of the rest of Jim Thorpe. So it was kind of cool. It felt like you were going into a New York City little tiny like restaurant.
It was a cool spot. Cool space.
We sat at the bar. They had brunch today. It was so good. I got chicken and waffles with a chorizo sausage gravy and hash browns.
What was in the hash browns though?
Some sort of maple glaze. It was delicious. It was very good. I don't even like maple, and it was very good.
I just had some giant burrito that had like it was pork belly burnt ends and
I had quinoa and eggs
Yeah, it was just filled with so much
Hash
stuff,
browns.
and then it was giant. It was like
giant.
this big, and then like that thick,
It
and
was
they
so
just
big.
smothered it in hollandaise sauce, and like I don't know if it was like a mustard or what it was.
No, it was some sort of jalapeno something.
Oh, was that?
I thought
It was killer.
Super good. And then we had some local beers, which were cool.
Yep.
Do you remember what we had? I had a chocolate pretzel ale from
Aldous Brewing Company.
You had a Helles.
The Helles was from that brewing company across the bridge. Hold on, it's gonna bother me that I don't know what we drank. And then I had something from Helltown Brewing that was like a Baltic porter. Hold on,
which was pretty good. That was a chocolate caramel? No, chocolate coffee.
It was just a Baltic porter with coffee. That's not what it is. It's a Bright Path Helles Lager. Very good. And then they kicked the one that you had while we were there, and they put on Bright Path had a Mexican style lager, and it was also really, really nice.
Very good.
Like, love what they're doing with lagers there.
Yeah,
it's cool.
So we left there, and we're like, okay, it's 12:40. We're not getting on the 1 o'clock train. We're just going to do some shopping and take the 3 o'clock train later. So we started walking. We're almost at the end of the street. So we walked down a little bit. Pretty much, I think half a block to the end, and said, okay, let's turn back around.
So like the Opera House and whatever was right there.
Yep, there was
that little alleyway.
There was a restaurant that was an old firehouse right next to the Opera House. That was super cool. It was like outdoor seating. So we walked past all of that, turned around, and then we went into a shop that was all like olive oils, very similar to Seasons, that we go to a lot in Bethlehem. Jim Thorpe was like a tiny little Bethlehem. So they had an olive oil place, they had hot sauce, they had vinegars, they had dips, they had all of those little things. I'm sure we'll put in some footage here so you can see it. And Michael got a few hot sauces that we can talk about.
Yeah, maybe pause this so I can unwrap these. It was really cool because I had samples that you could try of all of these. The owner of the store recommended this one, which, I don't know, it's HCO hot sauce. It's a chili garlic sauce. Really nice. Not like, didn't kill you with heat. It was very much so just
flavorful. Yeah,
just really flavorful, and that's what he recommended that one.
I'm gonna try it on pasta, pizza, and wings.
It was crazy good. And then the first one that I tried, I love smoky things, love garlic things, and a cedar smoked garlic. It's from Dawson's Hot Sauce. The guy said that they're from Canada,
and they have been featured on Hot Ones. I don't know if I don't know if it's this specific one, but the Dawson sign, like under all of them, said Dawson's.
That was really good. That one had a little spice to it. That one like lingered a little, but it wasn't like killing me, but it was there.
We were in the store and you were sweating. You had a hat on too, but you were sweating.
And then in a long sleeve, and then this one, Karma Sauce Company and Holy Moly, and it was just really nice.
Holy moly, that's cute.
Yeah, these are all just kind of like, for me, they're just like, you can add. I love spicy things, but when I get hot sauces, I want to be able to have them without like dripping sweat. I want them to have flavor and spice, and just these are all really well balanced and flavorful.
I think this from the Finger Lakes. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I just read that.
5% of profits go to kick-ass causes. How cool.
Yeah, so caramel sauce.
Cool. So that's what we got at the olive oil place. Then we kept walking. Where did we go from there?
Did we slide up the alleyway?
Then I think we went up that alleyway, the old race drive.
Yep.
And they had some really cute, they had a gem shop and a Horizon, like a head shop. Is that what you...
Yeah, it was a smoke shop.
I was like, what's the
it was a
like,
smoke shop. Head shop.
Correct term for that? A smoke shop. And there were some cool spots. We went into... The first one that we went into was called, do you remember the name of it? You have the card in there.
Yes, somewhere in here. Hold on.
You'll see it right here.
It was Country Witch.
Country Witch, and they had all like magical incense and candles and books and tarot and some really cool little like gifts.
Yeah.
Trinkets. I don't know what the right words are for that.
A little something like that.
Yep, so you could show them and they'll see the store.
And then
And they had a lot of cool stuff from different artists in there. It was almost like a collective. So they had some cool stuff from Bewitching Goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to grab the other person's card. There was another person in there who did some really cool, like, hand-carved runes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So when we walked in, they had a candle burning that smelled so good. And I was like, what's burning? And she was like, oh, it's actually a mix of these two candles. So I'm not sure which one you're smelling right now. And in the center, they had a table with a bunch of candles somewhere like, I think these are 4 ounce or 5 ounce and...
I think it's 4 and 10.
10? Yeah. This seems a little smaller than 10, maybe 8. But all of them, again, were super like witchy and magical. So they all had some intention or purpose. And she's like, you might be smelling, I think cleansing. No, it was cleansing or grief and healing. And I smelled grief and healing. I was like, this is definitely what I'm smelling. And it's...
I don't know how to explain it. It's really nice.
It definitely has lavender and like a
show the
sandalwood or... Well, let's show the label.
Yep.
But all the candles have like beautiful... It has like wood, like sandalwood, I think.
Yeah.
So it's not a super floral. It's almost like a musky with like a floral undertone.
It's very
like
nice.
Not even floral. Citrus, like a lighter undertone. I don't know.
They know what they're doing there with candles.
So that was really good. And then she's like, you also might be smelling this other one that we have right when you walk in. That's called the Belladonna is in my bag. And this one is also beautiful. And it is... it's the description on it is dark floral, and that's what it smells like to me. Earthy, like maybe sage or eucalyptus, sage maybe, and some lavender.
Oh, what's the thing on the outside here? You know what that is? I would assume that's got to have some intention to it.
I don't know. What is that? But it's not floral like Nanny's perfume.
It's not Nanny's perfume.
So that was really nice. And then this one was Luck and Prosperity. And this is a like citrusy. It doesn't say, it just says soy candle. But it almost smells like, I have one burning now that's mangosteen and lime and coconut or something like that. And it has some similar scents. I don't know what it is, but it's
real nice.
Really nice.
Real nice.
Neruli, maybe?
What did you say?
Neruli, that's what those candles are that I love. I don't know what it is. But
I don't know. There's something underneath it that kind of smells like Vicks, too. I love Vicks.
Eucalyptus, maybe? They all smell really good. So we went in there. We got some cool stuff. Michael got some cards because there are some things he might like to get for gifts at some point in the future.
Yeah, there were some coffin nails.
Yeah, coffin nails. They were good.
Pretty
they
cool.
were really cool. And they had a lot of like hand carved runes and crystals and...
Oh, that one thing, it was like a crystal, it was a quartz crystal like candle holder. And
I'm shaking the table.
Quartz crystal candle holder. It was a lot. It was my special crystal.
They had these little the troll dolls, but instead of their hair, like they took their hair out and they put a crystal in it. Which were cute. I don't like troll dolls. They creep me out, but they were cute. And then we went into a shop that was called Stitchcraft, maybe. I was going to say Stitch Witchery. And it was all embroidered things. The woman there was super cool. She was like, all of this embroidery is ours, but then we also assemble some of the pieces here. So the pillows and certain items, they... like buy the fabric, cut the fabric, embroider it, and then sew them. And we got it's all wrapped up.
I don't.
So maybe we'll just...
It's also a gift. Who knows?
Oh, no, they won't watch us. It's a gift for my mom. She won't watch us. But you probably saw it. I might have showed it when I panned through the shop.
I think you had.
It's embroidered, an embroidered frame. What do you call that? Like a flat, 2-dimensional... 4 zebras on like embroidered zebras and just a black frame, and it was really cool. And I was like, I think my mom will like that. So And if she doesn't, I do. So I'll use it. So we got that. That was really cool. Mm-hmm. And then we went to the jerky shop. No, that was at the end of the day.
We went to, I think we just went from there.
We got the jerky before we went to the train.
Did we?
Yeah, that was the last thing.
So we circled back around, went to the jerky shop.
We circled down, exactly. Went to the jerky shop. We were like, we have a little bit of time before the train takes off. It was like 2 o'clock. So I was like, let's go to the jerky shop. It's right by the car. We'll throw it in the car, and then that'll be our last stop before we get on the train.
And so we went into the jerky shop.
Do you want to tell them what happened when you walked in?
Yeah, the guy complimented me on my muscles. And I was like, nice, dude. I was like...
He kept saying stuff. He was like,
wow. He buttered me up, that's for sure.
Do you work out?
I was like,
he was like, what do you do for work? Do you work out?
He was buttering me up, and Brianna was just crushing my ego. She's like, tight shirt. He's like, okay.
I was like, he wears his t-shirts too small.
Just ignoring her, really vibing with the owner's energy.
So Michael bought everything at the jerky shop.
That's what happens. Pay me in compliments, I'll pay you in dollars.
Yeah, there you go. I think you're losing that one.
He had me try this one. Chipotle bourbon beef jerky. It was really nice. Kind of spicy, like kind of sweet. It was really, really good. They had like a sampler pack. So got that one. A Cajun beef jerky.
And this is from House of Jerky.
House of Jerky, yeah. Which I think he said they were based in Indiana.
And these are all 2 ounce. Yep, Indiana.
Tried this one as well, the red chili pepper. Okay. That one was real nice. And this was a hot pack. This was like a variety pack of hot jerky.
Spicy.
And then ghost pepper beef jerky and Carolina Reaper beef jerky. So these two, I mean, those are going to be hard to eat. They're going to be hot as shit.
You're going to have to share them with people.
Yeah. And then this one he had me try as well. Western style beef jerky. I don't know.
Michael has no idea what the
I don't know how to explain it. It was just really good. It was just like a really, really flavorful and tasty beef jerky. And they only had it in that big size. So I was like, whatever, I'll get into this.
I don't eat beef jerky.
It's good.
It just looks interesting.
Just meat.
I know.
Just dried meat. It's delicious.
Okay, so then we went down. There's like this little park with like some stands that people were just hanging out. It was super cute.
Yep.
We went down to the train station basically to buy tickets, and there were a few different types of tickets that you could get. You get first class, standard. I think it just had like larger seats that all maybe face the same direction, or maybe not. I don't really know. Like class standard coach. Then there were these cars that were glass domes. Mm-hmm. So they were 2 levels, and the top level was fully enclosed, but it was glass domes, which was kind of cool, probably in the winter. Like,
I bet that's what I would really want. Cool. I would want to be in that for the winter. For sure.
And then there was open air cars, and
not what you want to be in the winter.
No. And so we didn't know, so we asked the lady, should we do the glass dome or open air? She said, hands down, open air.
Yeah.
So we said, okay, open air it is. It was like, is it windy? Okay, am I going to be able to knit? She was like, no, it's not windy. It's good. It was beautiful and so perfect. It was like in the 60s today.
It was
high
nice.
60s.
Even if it was like sunny, you're going through like a valley kind of.
So and you're by the water. Yeah. So you got like the breeze off the water. It was really nice. And it was cool. They told you a little bit about the area and like the train stations. And like this bridge used to be for that. And this river used to be for this.
There was a pipeline that was like the first pipeline.
In the world.
Yeah.
In the world.
That went, no, not in the world, maybe in the country.
No, in the world. They said first oil pipeline in the world. It was also so tiny. Maybe it wasn't that small. We were very far away from it.
It was like maybe this big. It was not as big as you would expect, but it went from there to Williamsport, and then they went from Williamsport out to Bayonne,
New Jersey.
And the pipeline like kind of looked like a walkway, and it like crossed the one river and went to
it was two pipelines, and then literally like ladder rungs, like bridge. Yeah. Walking bridge.
Yeah, and the guy was telling a story about it, and he said that like back in the 1800s there was like a family that lived on that like separate little island thing that pipeline went to
maintain the pipeline. So they had to live there so he could like maintain the pipeline.
I didn't know why they lived there.
Yeah. But so he had children But it's like across the river.
Yeah, and so for them to get to school every day, they had to like walk across the pipeline, get up there, climb down. They'd hop on the freight train, go into town to get to school, and then they'd catch the freight train back after school out to there, hop off, and then cross the pipeline. And then I was like, dude, it's too much.
Like little kids. I'm like, that was their bus. They had no bus system. So that was wild. There is no longer oil in that pipeline. It is now fiber optics, he said.
Nice.
Yeah, so interesting. It seemed very tiny. But, so it was cool. It was fun. There were lots of kids and they were like super excited about it. But it was like relaxing and chill until the bug incident happened. I got a lot of my knitting done. Mm-hmm. We learned some stuff. I took my shoes off.
Yeah.
And then we headed back. And I guess I didn't know how it was going to work. If it was like going to loop us somehow back. But basically you go to the end and then they stop and turn around and then go back the other direction.
They didn't turn around. You just hit reverse.
Yeah. Well, like the train's going this way and then it's like, oh, we're going to go this way now. Yeah. So they were like the caboose. Now you're at the front, which is where we were.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. And then when we were done, we were like, okay, let's grab some food and
well, we stopped at the pastry place first.
Oh, yeah. When we...
Do you want me to get those?
Yeah, you have to show them that. Oh. So that little like park area had a bunch of stands, and one of them was hot food, like pierogies and chicken fingers and things like that. Pierogies. And one of them, and popcorn, like, I don't know, hot dogs, those sorts of things. The other one was a pastry place, and it said it was home of the first lobster tail pastry. If you don't know what a lobster tail pastry is, it is an Italian pastry. It is like this light, flaky thing, but on the inside, it's filled with like this whipped cream.
Yeah, it's
like really light. It's not custard.
It's not custard, and it's not like the white cream you get in donuts. It's
lighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a lighter white cream, like fluffier, airier. But that is a lobster tail. This one's giant and curved. They're not usually that curved. It was $9, so that's why it was that big. And this is a sfogliatelle, which is similar sort of, it's like
that was more custardy.
Phyllo.
Yeah.
It's like phyllo dough, right? Or both of these are. But it has, I'm choking from that thing I ate. Wow, there's a lot of sugar on there. But that has custard inside of it. So we got those two for Michael. And these two for me. So we got a Linzer tart, which is like my favorite cookie. And a Napoleon. Yes. Neapolitan's ice cream. Yeah, that's why I said I always mess up the name. It's like puff pastry layered with custard. It's so good. The best one I ever had is puff pastry and they put cannoli cream layered. Yeah, it's so good. But, so we got these pastries. Is that my hair?
Yeah, sure.
We got all these pastries, and then we were like, okay, let's go get more food. So we went to one more restaurant in town. So when we had Googled,
it's okay, I got this.
And we had Googled like top restaurants in Jim Thorpe. 2 of the top 3 were restaurants that Lost Tavern Brewing is at. So one was Notch 8, where we went. The other one was...
It's an inn, but it's called...
Broadway. The restaurant is called Broadway Grill.
Grill and Pub or something
and
like that,
Grill and
I think
Tavern? Nah,
I think it's Grill and Pub. I think
something like that. And yes, it's part of an inn in town. So a lot of town is
Bar
like...
Grill.
It's not. It's Grill and something.
All right.
Grill was first, because I was like, that's so weird. Broadway Grill and Eatery or something like that. But a lot of the places were Airbnbs, bed and breakfasts, like cute little, a lot of bed and breakfasts, quaint little hotel sort of spots like that.
A lot of buildings with turrets on them.
A lot of Victorian buildings. A lot of, so like mansions. So at some point in time, like I said, Asa Packer has a mansion there.
Who's the other family?
And Harry Packer? No,
it was a different family.
I don't remember.
The Packers and there was another family.
I don't remember.
Sorry. I know.
The shaking.
They're gonna get car sick from you.
Well, I'm not allowed in the videos, guys.
There's also an old jail that I wish if we had known about, we could have like planned and done a tour of, because that seems really cool. We could always go back to. But they do like tours of this jail. These mansions are all like crazy big. It was called like $1 Million Row or something. It was all like $1 Million homes that a lot of them are now hotels or Airbnbs or museums.
Yeah.
But so we went to eat dinner, essentially. We were so stuffed. Both of us were like, too much food. But we got food. It was good. And then we were like, okay, last shop of the day. We're so tired. Let's go to the candy store. It was like rainbow candy. Rainbow something. Rainbow's End.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, we don't have to get something, but we should go and see it. And it was closed. So we didn't get to go to the candy store.
No.
But that's okay, because we have pastries, we have so many snacks, and we have candy from last night, because the chocolate lab, which y'all have seen if you've watched some other like tour vlogs that we've done in Bethlehem, is closing this week.
Super sad.
The end of this month. So, well, the end of April. I don't know when this is going to go up. But, so we got some things from there. So we definitely did not need any more candy. But then we were fully exhausted, got in the car and said, let's go home. And as soon as we came home, we both put on comfy clothes and sat down to do this. I don't think I have anything else to say.
Yeah, nothing.
No? But it was really fun.
Yeah.
Do you recommend it?
Jim Thorpe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could...
It's a super cute...
You could spend 2 days there.
It's a super cute Pocono town. If you like the outdoors, like that's actually what Jim Thorpe is about.
Yeah.
The town is really cute for like breakfast
fun, so.
and dinner or things like that, like the museums and stuff. But it's really known for...
You're in a valley surrounded by a bunch of mountains.
Yeah,
with
you're in the
hiking
Poconos.
trails and walking trails and biking trails. And like you're saying, if you want to do some outdoorsy stuff, but also have like a great little spot for like home base to go back to, it was awesome.
Yeah, they called it the entrance to the Poconos, I think is what they called it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's named after Jim Thorpe, the athlete, who they renamed the town after. Brianna was saying this. I didn't hear this on the train.
Yeah, so they like combined two former towns. It was like
It's Mauch.
Mockchuck. And another town. And combined them and called them Jim Thorpe.
After Jim Thorpe, the athlete.
What kind of athlete was he?
I'm pretty sure he was a running back for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, really?
He was real high level.
Oh. I thought they said he won something for the Olympics or some sort of award.
He was like multiple sport athlete. Like unreal at all of the sports.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah.
Okay.
Really high level athlete.
So it was a really cute town, really cute spot. Oh, so two things I wish we would have known about that we could have done if we had planned better. So we did the train tour. There also is a trolley tour in town. So the train is a little slower, a little more scenic, a little bit more calm. The trolley tour, we were told by some shop owners, is a little bit more interactive, history of Jim Thorpe and the area. If we had known, we could have done both. They both were running at like 11, 1, and 3.
Yeah.
So we just didn't know, or we could have gotten there in the morning, done the trolley, done our day, and then done the train or something like that. And the jail tour are two things I would have wanted to do.
There's so many like little tours and like things like that like you don't want to buzz your way through. Granted, like the train and trolley tour, like it's at their pace. But like the other little things that are in there, it's kind of for you to go through, but you don't want to miss a bunch of stuff. And then they have an opera house there that's like still functioning and operating. That seemed like they still get some cool stuff in there. Yeah. So like again, you could spend the weekend there and
easily
not
spend
bored.
a weekend there. They also do, I think it was ghost tours. Was it ghost tours?
I think
haunted something.
I think the ghost tour was going through either one of the houses or the jail.
I think it was Packer.
Yeah.
So things I would have liked to do. So maybe we'll have to go back and do another day in Jim Thorpe.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, my feet are tired.
Cool.
Time to go.
See
See you
everybody.
all next time.
Yup.
Bye.